Groenewald.
Agbare adjunkspreker, 'n mens vra jouself die vraag af, wat is die boodskap wat die mense van Suid-Afrika kry as hulle na hierdie debatte kyk? Hierdie is die raadsale waar die wette van die land gemaak word. Die wette wat ons verwag dat die kiesers van Suid-Afrika moet gehoorsaam. Maar wat is die boodskap wat die kiesers kry as hulle gaan kyk na die opening van die parlement in hierdie debat en hulle sien dat geskille en verskille word opgelos deur op mekaar te skree, op mekaar te vloek en om met geweld verwyder te word? Is dit dan nie verbasend dat 'n mens soms skaam is om te sê, jy is 'n parlementslid nie? En ek wil vandag vir die mense van Suid-Afrika sê, ek vra verskoning vir die gedrag van sommige parlementslede. Agbare adjunkspreker, the Honourable Minister in the Presidency said that we must find our moral compass. I agree. But who is the needle of this moral compass? The needle of the moral compass is none other than the number one citizen of South Africa, the President, Mr. Zuma. So at least that it is an admittance that the President has lost its moral compass. Honourable President, if you break the Constitution and you can only stand up to the people of South Africa and say, I apologize, how can you expect the people of South Africa to abide the laws of the country? Because if they contravene the laws of the country, they can stand up and say, I apologize. That is why we have the crime rates in South Africa, what we have. You are the person who is supposed to set the example. Are you then surprised if you see that people show to the people of South Africa that if you have the correct connections, then you can bring in private people from outside the country in a private jet and you can land on a military base. Just ensure you have the right connections. Are you then surprised, Honourable President, that people then say, I can do what I want and what I wish to do as long as I have the right connections? The needle of the moral compass is indeed wrong. And you must take full responsibility for that, Honourable President. You are the root cause of what we are having in South Africa. If I refer to your policy or your radical socio-economic transformation, Honourable President, you just said what the ANC said in their Logotla, that you want to replace a capitalist economy with a government managed developmental economy. What does that mean? We must go and look at your track record, because what you are actually saying, if you want that type of government managed economy, what did you do with the public enterprises? The government is in control of those public enterprises. What happened to the SAA? What happened to SA Express? What happened to Eskom? I can tell you, Honourable President, if that is going to happen, then the economy is going to be bankrupt.
There's a point of order. Can a member take a question?
Chairperson, I only have 5 minutes. I can't waste time on questions. What I want to say, Honourable Deputy Speaker, I want to say to the Honourable President, if you want economic growth to create jobs, put a moratorium on black economic empowerment and affirmative action. Then you will get the growth. Lastly, Honourable President, what do you have against white people in South Africa? Every time there's something wrong, you blame the white people of South Africa. You're using the white
On a
people of
point of
South
order.
Africa
Point of
as
order.
a smoke
Point of
screen
order.
On a point of
to
order.
hide your own inabilities
On a point
and
of order.
incompetencies. That is
On a
what
point
you are
of
doing.
order.
You must say where you stand with the
member.
white
Point of
people of
order.
South Africa.
Honorable
Are you then
On the point
surprised,
of
Honorable
order.
President,
member. On the point of
to
order.
have
On
11
the
people
point of order.
murdered in this month alone on our farms?
Honorable
Did you
member,
say
time
anything
has-
about that?
Honorable member, your time
It
has
is a
expired.
shame. I say it is a shame.
Honorable
and you
member,
must stop
your time has expired.
misusing white people for your own inability.